I'm going to be real with you. I know that this is one of the hardest things. Most of us wake up around 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning because of too many things that are happening in our lives. When we wake up like that, our sleep is distracted. We don't sleep as much, and a lot of things keep coming on in our heads. Every time I've woken up at night, I'm not able to go back to sleep. Poor sleep is not just annoying, it really sabotages our hormones. It sabotages our mood, it sabotages our weight loss. Everything. So today I'm going to explain why sleep gets disrupted during perimenopause and what you're going to do about it so that you are able to sleep. And when you're not able to sleep, what do you do? I am a nutrition and hormone coach. I help women over 40 to lose weight, lose belly fat, without extreme. Basically, sleep is controlled by several hormones in our bodies. And the main one is progesterone, which calms the hormones and helps you to fall asleep. Anytime you're not sleeping, it's the progesterone. And then we have the melatonin, which is the sleep hormone. That is the one that helps you to stay asleep. And then when your cortisol is low, it also helps you to sleep better. Remember? I said that cortisol was the stress hormone. That's the one that controls our stress. And when we are very stressed, cortisol goes up. And when we are less stressed, the cortisol hormone goes lower. And the hormones love that. The hormones don't like when we are stressed. It really affects how we function as women. And so sleep, as simple as it might sound, as small as it might be, it could be that one thing that is really causing you a lot of problems in your life as a woman who is over 40. And that's why I find it something of importance to discuss and talk about. So if you are not sleeping and every night you're staring at the ceiling and feeling like, I'm not sleeping, can you drop a sleep face in the comments? How is your sleep? I would love to know. Is this something that me, Marion, has only experienced, or the other women over 40 who have experienced? A disrupted sleep will make you so tired the following day. I've tried to sleep, and if I don't sleep, in the morning I wake up, I feel like it's a Friday. I feel like, why am I so tired today? And so sleep is necessary because it helps us. If the hormones are not calm, we can't sleep. And melatonin is the hormone that is going to help you to now stay asleep. But if cortisol is high, then we're not going to sleep. And that's what happens when we are stressed after 40. The cortisol goes up, and therefore it affects the sleep hormones, the melatonin and the progesterone. So our nervous system is supposed to be calm before we sleep. And during perimenopause, progesterone starts to decline. Even if you've not had hot flashes, you might be already having sleep issues. Why? Because your progesterone has dropped naturally. That's sleep hormone. And number 2, estrogen is fluctuating. Remember, estrogen affects your body temperature. So when estrogen suddenly drops, that causes hot flashes. And when you're waking up drenched 3 a.m. in the night and you're not sleeping very well, there are several things that are happening. Your cortisol is going to get elevated, which is your stress hormone. And remember, when cortisol is high, you wake up in the morning and you feel really low. But when cortisol is low, then you wake up and you're happy and your day is great. But when you are stressed from lack of having a good sleep, then your cortisol is going to always stay high. Your sleep is going to get affected, and your sleep hormones are just going to be like, they will be very sad. No wonder you'll not be able to sleep. Poor sleep makes everything worse. You might do everything, guys. Eat well. Go have that walk and do everything. But if you are not sleeping well at night, you have to do something about it. Your cravings will go up. Do you ever realize that at night when you're not sleeping, that's when you wake up and you want to go and see what is the sweet thing that you can have from the fridge? Let me hear that in the comments. That's when your brain fog gets worse. So sleep is not just so nice to have. Sleep is very essential. Who of us goes to the fridge at night to find something to eat? Please drop a yes in the comment if you have been waking up sometimes at night to just go and have a snack or something. I'm going to give you an evening wind down that is very simple and very doable. So it's just a ritual, a bedtime ritual that I have done that has really helped me to do it so that you can start sleeping better. Number one, set a bedtime alarm. So what time do you guys sleep? If you sleep around 10, put your alarm at 9. So you start winding down slowly. And what I do that has really helped me is I start winding down 1 hour before I sleep. I put off the television, I put off the phones, because that's the time sometimes you want to engage, you want to go online and see who said, let me respond. And especially for us content creators, it's crazy. But I told myself, I'm not going to continue doing this. Number two thing you need to do is to dim your lights. The light suppresses your melatonin. And remember we said your melatonin has to go up. And anytime you have lights in the rooms, that's going to affect your melatonin. So please turn off the overhead lights, use lamps instead. Light a candle if you have to, but a candle that doesn't have any perfume. One day I'll talk about perfumes and certain things that affect our hormones because I think it's very important. So do not use perfumed candles. And then just turn on all the screens 30 to 60 minutes before you sleep. I know that's hard to just look at yourself and feel like, okay, now I'm awake. Because sometimes that's when I'm connecting with my children, my mom saying good night and all those things. They keep your nervous systems activated and then suppress your melatonin. And we want our melatonin to be up and then suppress the rest of the things. I had to decide to put the phones in the office when we go to sleep. And then read a book, take a bath, write a journal, just something that is going to help you to unwind and transition your mind from the pants, the kitchen, and the stress into the sleep. The other thing is the breathing exercise. This is a breathing technique that actually activates your calmness, your nervous system, in other words. It activates the rest and digestion mode because we are not just eating, but when we eat, we want to eat and be able to digest our foods properly. So this is how we do it. Breathe in, count 4 times, hold 1, 2, 3, up to 7, then release it 8 times. It just helps our bodies to feel like we are safe, we are fine. We don't have to panic. We are good. And then our nervous system starts to calm down. Then the other thing you need to do is to cool your room. I know it can be very warm, especially in Africa. But if you have a thermometer or you can measure, about 65 to 68 is good, especially if you're having night sweats. And also look for lighter blankets, lighter pajamas, especially if you're dealing with night sweats, because this helps you absorb and be comfortable. So there's 5 things that I've talked about. Put your alarm. When the alarm comes off, start preparing. Dim the lights. Turn off the screens. And then do the breathing exercise 4, 7, 8 breathing method. And then start to cool down your bedroom. I know one thing that really also helps is having iced water in a bottle. So when a hot flash comes, you just sip on that ice water. It helps you to get back to sleep. So drop a love if you think that it is something you want to try. Let me know. Anytime your sleep is distracted, it can be so bad. And especially if you're having stress. I remember there's a time it was so hard for me. I would wake up and I would not even go back to sleep. That's the time I start thinking about my children, start thinking about the school fees, start thinking about what's going on. And it's just like you have all these crazy ideas. But there's something called mind cluttering that has been very helpful in my life. So what you do, you get a book, a paper. I'm just going to use this because it doesn't have anything. Write your name, Marion, in the middle. Then just start decluttering your mind. Anything that comes in your mind, write it down. Yeah, so let's assume next time I'll come with a whiteboard. This is the teacher in me. I love visuals. So let's say this is Marion. So that's my name. I want to sleep, but something has come on my mind. One thing that has come on my mind right now, how is my son doing? I haven't heard from him. All right. So I've just written, how is my son doing? Haven't heard from him. And then as you continued, something else comes on my mind and you say, oh, call mom. I didn't call mom, call mom. So you write an arrow towards you and then something else, oh, I need to pay my fees. I need to read for my exams. I need to buy something. I need to shop this. Like at the end of the day, have all these arrows, all these things, anything that comes in your mind, write it on paper. It's like transferring everything that is coming from your mind to the paper and then just leave it. It's a very good way of decluttering your mind because sometimes it's unavoidable. Women over 40 go through a lot of stress. So I just wanted to emphasize on the sleep because sleep is very important. All you need to do is plan out something and then do it. So you can know all these things, but if you don't actually implement them consistently with support, then nothing will change. You will try to do things yourself the best way you can, but sometimes it's hard because we all know we try, then we come back. This is your time. So the Empower Method is a 12-week signature program that helps you to lose weight, balance your hormones, and just feel like yourself again. It's everything that we cover, it's everything I talk about, but much deeper. It's proven roadmap that gets you the results. Basically, I review every meal plan that I give you. Every week, I give you a call and we talk about so many things, which I'm not able to do even with 50 women. It's 12 weeks of consistently doing the same thing so that our bodies can adjust. So I only open enrollment for about 10 to 15 spots at a time. And once the spots are filled up, they are gone. And I close enrollment until after 3 or 4 months because I have to work with this cohort to be able to finish and make sure that they're there where they need to be before I get another cohort because it's a lot of work. So I'm telling you this now so that if this is something you're interested in, then you can sign up. I'm going to teach you how to handle the holidays, how to travel, and what to eat. I'm going to teach you how to manage stress. How do you overcome those busy seasons? It's not about restriction. It's about enjoying what your body wants and helping you to overcome and do all that. So every woman's situation is different. That's why I'm going to put a link. You can apply if you're interested, and then we can have that one-on-one call and see whether this is even a good fit for you. Because some of you might have questions about what is included, and I want to have that conversation with you specifically. So start winding down. Remember the bedtime alarm, dim the lights, turn off the screens, and then do the 4-7-8 breathing method.